Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. Tonight's story is about a woman who learned that the maps we're given aren't always true, and that sometimes we must draw our own path. The Mapmaker's truth. In a coastal city where ocean met tradition, there lived a young woman named Zara. She had brown skin that glowed like amber, dark observant eyes, and a mind that asked questions no one else dared ask. Zara worked in her family's spice shop, respectable, safe work. But every evening she'd climb to the roof and look at ships in the harbor, wondering where they went, what lay beyond the horizon. One day, an old woman named Fatima came into the shop. Cartographer. She noticed Zara's sketch of the harbor. "You have an eye for perspective," Fatima said. "The exact skill that makes a good map maker." Before she could stop herself, Zara asked, "Could you teach me?" That night, Zara told her family. Her father set down his fork. "Map making. Be serious. It's dangerous work," her mother said. "Not for women like us." Her brother laughed. What would people say? But her grandmother spoke up. "Why not? When I was young, they said women shouldn't run businesses. Now Zara's mother runs this shop. The world changes." Zara felt something crack open inside her chest. Fatima offered 3 months of apprenticeship. Zara's parents reluctantly agreed. The summer unfolded like a map. Zara learned to climb hillsides for vantage points, to talk to fishermen about currents, to measure distance using stars. She discovered she was good at this. Very good. But she also learned that being a woman doing this work meant constantly proving herself. Ship captains who dismissed Fatima. Men who assumed Zara was just an assistant. Officials who questioned her right to access survey areas. Does it ever stop? Zara asked after being turned away from a lighthouse. The disrespect. Fatima considered. Some stops, some doesn't. But I can't control what they think. I can only control my work's quality. When your maps are more accurate than anyone else's, when your skill speaks louder than their prejudice, things begin to shift. But it's not fair. No. But fairness isn't given. It's created. We create it by doing the work anyway, by refusing to shrink, by being so excellent they can't ignore us. At summer's end, Fatima received a major commission, a month-long expedition to map inland trade routes. "Come with me," she said. "Not as my apprentice. As my partner." Zara's heart soared and sank. She was supposed to return to the shop. That night she sat with her mother. "Mama, this work, it's not just something I want to do. It's who I am. When I'm out there, I feel like I'm finally using all of me." Her mother was quiet. Then, "When I was your age, I wanted to be a teacher. But my family said the shop was practical. I've been happy, but sometimes I wonder who I would have been if I'd chosen differently." She took Zara's hand. "Maybe it's harder to live a life that isn't yours." Zara went on the expedition. For a month, they traveled through valleys and over mountains, documenting routes never properly mapped. There were challenges. Skeptical village leaders, difficult terrain, a terrifying night lost in a storm. But there were also moments of magic. Sunrise from mountaintops. Meeting a wise woman who revealed an ancient trail. The satisfaction of perfect measurements. Zara learned that courage wasn't absence of fear. It was doing the work despite the fear. When they returned, they presented their maps to the merchant guild. The room was full of skeptical men. But as Zara explained their methodology, the room grew quiet. The detail was extraordinary. "This," said the guild master slowly, "is the most comprehensive documentation we've ever seen." "How did you gather all this?" another asked. "We listened," Zara said. "We talked to people who actually use these routes. We didn't just observe the land. We learned from those who know it best." The guild paid them generously and commissioned 3 more maps. Word spread. Other young women started asking questions. Zara began teaching 1 evening a week. Most students were women. Some were older women who said, "I always wanted to learn this but never thought I could." Not everyone celebrated. Some relatives stopped speaking to her family. There were whispers about her being too independent. Her younger sister asked, "Do you ever regret making everyone uncomfortable?" "I regret that my choices make some people uncomfortable," Zara said. "But the alternative is spending my life uncomfortable in my own skin, slowly forgetting who I really am." "Doesn't it hurt when they talk about you?" "Yes, but you know what hurts more? Being 60 and wondering what would have happened if I'd been brave enough to try." Years passed. Zara's reputation grew. She mapped coastlines that helped sailors. She documented regions that helped farmers. She trained a generation of cartographers, many of them women. She learned that breaking barriers wasn't one dramatic moment. It was 1,000 small acts of courage. Showing up, doing excellent work, refusing to shrink, being kind to those who followed. One day, a 14-year-old girl arrived, nervous and trembling. "Everyone says I shouldn't learn mapmaking, that it's not appropriate. But I keep thinking about you. If you could do it, maybe I could too." Zara remembered being that girl. "What's your name?" "Layla." "Layla, the first thing you need to know is it won't be easy. People will doubt you. But the second thing is you can do it anyway. Not because you're fearless, but because the fear of not trying is greater than the fear of failing." She handed Layla a notebook and compass. "Your first tools. When you're ready, come back. I'll teach you everything I know." Her grandmother said one evening, "You've redrawn the map of what's possible. Not just for yourself, but for all the girls who come after. As you prepare for sleep, remember. You too are a mapmaker. Every choice draws a line on your life's map. Every brave step expands what's possible. The maps others have drawn for you, the expectations, the limitations, those aren't the only maps. You can draw your own. It won't always be easy. There will be difficult terrain, people who question your route, moments when you feel lost. But you have everything you need: curiosity to explore, courage to venture into unknown territory, strength to keep going, and wisdom to know the journey is yours to choose. You are not bound by others' maps. You are the cartographer of your own life. Rest now, Pathfinder. Rest now, Mapmaker of your magnificent destiny. Tomorrow you'll wake and continue drawing your map. Line by line. Choice by choice. Brave step by brave step. Your territory is vast. Your possibilities endless. Your courage real. Sleep well, explorer. Sleep well, pioneer. The world is waiting for the maps only you can draw. And you are ready. Until next time.